Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in today's class, we are going to discuss 16-bit data transfer instruction, right? And our first instruction is LXI. LXI RP. Okay, leave it. I'm just right here. LXI. Can you tell me the addressing mode? This instruction is not complete.
1 byte.
But can you guess the name of addressing mode for this instruction?
Immediate.
Immediate, sir.
And the data
Immediate.
given and the data given with this instruction is address or data.
Address.
Address.
Exactly. RP, LXI, RP, 16-bit data. Right. This P is in a suffix, or you can say this is register pair RP. Okay, so this is the complete instruction LXI RP 16-bit data, right? RP represent where this RP represent register pair. Okay. This RP represent register pair. Can you tell me the name of register pair? What are the register pairs?
AB.
Basically, we
B, C,
right,
D.
right, Vita. Basically, we have four register pair. First is BC, second is D, third is
HL.
HL register pair. The last is SP. You all know what is SP. So now, can you tell me what is the addressing mode for this register?
Immediate.
Immediate, exactly. Immediate addressing mode is possible for this instruction. Okay. My presentation is visible or not? Okay. So now let's talk about the operation for this instruction. The 16-bit data will pass in register pair after execution of this instruction. Okay, or you can say after the execution of LXI RP 16-bit data instruction, the 16-bit data is immediately loaded into register pair, and the register pair may be BC, DE, HL, and SP. Okay, I'm writing operation here. 16-bit data, you can note down. 16-bit data will pass into the register pair. Okay, so this is the operation for this instruction. Let's have some example. So this is example 1. I'm writing some example. LXI H2659 H. Let's have a look on second example. LXI SP 2758 H. Right. This H represent here. This H, single H here representing register pair. That means here only H is not available, but with this H indicates that both H as well as L register are available, due to which we can access 16-bit data. Okay, this 16-bit data will be loaded into HL. Okay, and this is SP, you all know. Now we are moving towards the second instruction of 8085 microprocessor. I'm changing the color for this instruction again. Let's it is of this color. Make it of different color. The second
Sir,
instruction is
sir,
LXI SP 16-bit number or data. Better keep your doubts in your hand. I will ask you after the class. Okay. I'm just covering in 30 or 35 minutes all the 16-bit data instruction, and after that I will take your doubts. Okay. Okay. Are you getting my voice? Okay. Our second instruction is LXI SP 16-bit number. Can you tell me the IWS for this instruction? IWS for this instruction?
3 byte.
3 byte. Exactly. And the IWS for this instruction, first instruction? IWS for again 3 byte. Very good. Now come to the second instruction. What will happen after the execution of this instruction? Can you tell me? This
16-bit data is immediately transferred to the stack pointer.
Yeah, right, exactly. And the addressing mode is?
Immediate.
Right. So this is all about the second instruction. Now moving towards the next instructions. That is our third instruction. And it is LDA 16-bit address. Right. Can you tell me the IWS for this instruction? What is the IWS for this instruction?
3 byte.
3 byte. Very good.
3 byte.
To talk about the operation of LDA 16-bit address, the data available in memory, okay, the data available in memory location is directly loaded into accumulator. Okay, I'm writing here operation data available in memory location is data available in memory location will be directly loaded into the or you can say accumulator, right? Now can you tell me the addressing mode for this?
Implicit.
Which addressing mode is possible for this instruction?
Direct addressing.
Direct addressing mode, right? Direct addressing mode. Direct addressing mode. That means, suppose if, let's take one example. This is example one. If we have a instruction like this 2500H, then what will happen after the execution of LDA 2500H? Suppose 2500H in memory location 2500, in at 2500 memory location we have a data that is 02. Okay, I'm talking about memory location. 2500 is a memory address, or you can say it's a memory location. Okay, after execution of LDA 2500H, that means the data available at this location, and the data available at 2500 is 02. This 02 is directly loaded into accumulator. So after the execution of this instruction, what will happen? The content of A will be 02. Okay, are you getting my point? The data available at this memory location will be directly loaded into the accumulator. So at the memory location 2500, we have a 02 data, and after execution of this instruction, 02 is loaded into accumulator, and accumulator is represented by capital A. Okay. Any doubt? Can we proceed further? Am I audible?
डायरेक्ट एड्रेसिंग मोड कैसे है?
Because data is directly loaded into the accumulator from the memory location. Okay, it does not require any help of any other register. Okay, it don't require any register or register pair. The data is directly transferred from memory location to the accumulator. No need of any registers. If it take help of any register, then it become a indirect addressing mode or register indirect addressing mode. Okay. Now come to the next instruction, that is, just copying it, fourth instruction. Somebody is asking me one doubt during, I think, first or second instructions. You can ask, because I'm typing the instruction. In the meantime, you can ask beta LDX RP. You can ask, because now I'm writing fourth instruction, so you can ask, because we have a time for few seconds, or otherwise I will take your doubt after the class. LDX RP. RP represent register pair. This RP represent register pair. BC, D, HL, and SP. Okay. What is the IWS for this instruction? Can you tell me what is the IWS for this instruction?
1 byte.
1 byte.
Any other answer? All are
2
agrees?
bytes.
Can you tell me why this is why IWS for this instruction is 2 byte? Can you explain, beta? Why this is 2 byte?
So one for instruction LDAX and one for RP.
Only 1 byte.
Yeah, exactly. 1 byte. Please see or watch my previous lectures on YouTube, beta. They will help you. Now come to the operation for this instruction. The content of RP, or you can say register pair, is like address, and the data available at that location will be transferred into accumulator. Okay, I'm just writing here operation so that you can write down. Content of RP is like address and data available at that location will be transferred into accumulator, or you can say register. Okay. Can you tell me the addressing mode? What is the addressing mode is possible in this case?
Indirect register addressing.
Exactly. Register indirect addressing mode is possible. Register indirect indirect addressing mode is possible only. One thing which is more important, why indirect register addressing mode is possible? Because here direct transfer of data or direct loading of data is not possible. Here we are using some register pair B, C, D, HL and SP, due to which indirect register addressing mode is possible for this instruction. And very important point, HL is not available here because that is already for memory. Are you getting my point? We can delete it. So only BC and D is available for this instruction because HL is not available here. It is already occupied by memory. Okay. So now we have covered 4 instructions. Rest 2 instructions are left. The 5th instruction is YOLO SPA 16-bit address. You all know about this instruction because several times in programming we have used this instruction.
Sir, stack pointer is not also available.
For which instruction, beta?
Sir, in last instruction LDA XRP.
LDA. Okay. In 4th instruction.
Yes, sir. Stack pointer is also not available.
Except HL, B, C, D, and SP. All 3 are available because in this instruction, or during, you can say during execution of this instruction, HL is used for memory purpose. Okay. Now
Yes.
come to the next instruction, STA 16-bit address. Can you tell me IWS for this instruction?
3 byte.
Why 3 byte? Can you tell
One
me why
for-
3 byte?
1 for STA and 2 for 16-bit address.
Exactly. 1 byte for this and the 2 byte for the 16-bit address. So 1 plus 2 become 3 byte. IWS for this instruction is 3 byte, and the addressing mode for this instruction is. Can you tell me the addressing mode?
Direct.
Direct addressing mode. If we talk about the operation, can you tell me operation? The data or content of, okay,
Accumulator is transferred to the memory location.
yeah, exactly. The content of accumulator after the execution of any arithmetic or logical operation, the resultant, or you can say the data or content which we are having in accumulator or register A, that is transferred at this 16-bit address. So you can say this memory location, the data available in accumulator is transferred at this memory address. You will understand it by one example. I will give you one example. So before that example, I'm writing the operation performed by this instruction. Operation content, or you can say data of register A will stored at memory location that is given with the instruction. That's direct addressing mode, or you can say register addressing mode. Both are same. Okay. Now let us understand this concept by taking one example. For example, STA 25500H. Can you tell me what will happen after the execution of this instruction?
सर एक्यूमुलेटर की जो वैल्यू होगी वो इस लोकेशन में स्टोर हो।
Okay, this is the operation performed by this instruction. For simplicity, I'm making more simple so that you can easily understand the concept. This instruction, this instruction basically copy the content of register A at some vector location in the memory. Okay. So after the execution of STA2500H, what will happen? The content of accumulator is directly transferred at this location, or you can say the content of accumulator is stored at this location. Okay. Now we are moving towards our 5th or 6th class, where we have used STA instructions in our programming. I will show you with example. This is the perfect example. This is visible in yellow color.
Yes,
we have a small program MVI A,02H CMA STA2500H HLT. Okay. After the execution of first instruction MVI A,02H, what will happen? 02 is immediately moved into register A.
yes sir.
So I have written here A equal to 02. That means 02 is now available in register A. Now the second instruction we have CMA. What is the function of CMA?
Complement
Complement of A.
Complement and load in accumulator.
Basically CMA function perform once complement. Okay. Any data which are available in accumulator, it performs once complement of that data. If after execution of CMA instruction, the once complement of 02 is FD. Okay. Okay.
Yes sir. Yes.
CMA perform once complement of 02, and after execution of CMA 02, after complement once complement it becomes FD. Okay. The third instruction is STA2500H. So now after the execution of STA2500H, the content of accumulator is stored at 2500H location, and the content of A is FD. So FD is stored at 2550 location. Okay.
Yes sir.
And the last is HLT. HLT is for the termination of PC. We can see some more example. This is one more example, very good example. First instruction we have MVI A,02. That means 02 is immediately moved into register A. Second instruction we have a MVI B,03H. That means 03 is moved into register B. So after execution of first instruction, we have 02 into register A, and after execution of second instruction, we have 03 into register B. Now come to the third instruction, that is add B. After the execution of add B, what will happen? it basically add the content of B with the content of register A, and after addition the result will be stored in accumulator itself. 02 plus 03 become 05, and finally it is stored into accumulator. Now if we want to store this 5 result at some particular location, for example the particular memory location is 2020H, so we have to use the STA instruction here. So we have used here STA 2020H. That means after execution of this fourth statement, the content of accumulator or data available at accumulator is stored at this location. So now 05 is stored at 2020 location, and then heart. Okay, I hope you all are getting all the concept of microprocessor for today's
Yes,
class.
sir.
With example, this become very easy. In books you can see instructions are directly given. Authors didn't explain instructions. Here you can easily understand IWS addressing mode operation perform, what are the operation performed. Okay, and the last instructions for today's classes, STAX. I'm just copying it. This is 6 instructions. STAX RP. What is the IWS for this instruction? STAX RP.
One byte.
1 byte, right? This is the good answer, perfect answer. And the addressing mode for this instruction is
Register indirect addressing.
exactly because indirect addressing is possible. Register indirect addressing mode. Okay. If we talk about the operation, what is the operation of STX register pair? The content of A will stored at memory location that is content of register pair. Are you getting my point? The content of A will stored at a memory location that is content of register pair. I'm writing, then I will explain the content. The content of accumulator will store at memory location that is content of RP. Okay, this RP is in suffix. Here RP represent register pair. Okay, basically in RP we have some memory location, and after execution of this instruction the content of accumulator will be transferred at some particular location, that is, and that memory address or that memory location address is available in register pair. Okay, now we have a very important note for the perspective of GATE or NET exam. All the instructions please note it down this. All the instructions are data transfer. All the instructions are data transfer instructions. So flag register will not be affected by these instructions. Okay, are you getting my point? This is very important note. You can note it down. In today's class, we have discussed 16-bit data transfer instruction. These 16-bit instructions are data transfer instructions only. So the flag register will not be affected by these instructions. Okay, you have 30 seconds, note it down, and after that I will take your doubts for today's class. Please note down this important note.